So yeah, let's focus on slang and phrases today because there's quite a few here. Um, there's a lot of old English words that we used in the 40s and things, which Americans seem to think we still use, and we really don't. Things like pip pip, cheerio, tally ho. We don't use those. They're really old. Pip pip. I think means the same as cheerio, which means goodbye. You know, bye bye, cheerio. Core blimey, blimey, or core blimey, is actually an abbreviation for God blind me. It literally means, oh my God, God blimey. A blighter. You call someone a blighter. Oh, the old blighter. It's the old devil. It's a bit of a friendly term, really, but it's just a slang word. Similar to that, though, is blighty. If you hear on old movies about people referring to going back to old blighty, blighty refers to England or Britain. I'm not sure, but it refers to coming home. And that's for old bean, old chap. It's another way of what we would now say, mate. Yeah, how you doing, mate? Now then it was, how you doing, old bean? It was just talk of the time. Bob's your uncle. A few people got confused on that one. It just means, and there you go. So you do this, and Bob's your uncle. There you go. The extended one is Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, which no one knows who Bob is, or if he was ever married to a Fanny. Okay, that might not sound right in both British and American. Let's ignore that one. And Bloody Nora. Bloody Nora is more of a common northern one. Bloody Nora. It's another oh my God sort of phrase. What else have we got? Bugger. When the Brits say bugger, oh bugger, it's a way of saying oh damn, but it's slightly vulgar, but in the sense that it's a swear word children wouldn't use, but within adults it's very, very mild. What I found interesting is a fringe. What we would call a fringe, as in the hair on the front of your head, on your forehead, Americans call bangs. Why are they called that? I honestly have no idea why they're called that. Cinemas. What the Americans would call a theatre, the Brits would generally call a cinema. Or, if you want to be more colloquial, it's the pictures. So the Americans say we're going to the movies, the Brits would say we're going to the pictures. Petrol and gasoline. I don't know, people arguing over it's petrol, it's gas. Who cares? You put it in your car and it costs a lot. My car's diesel anyway, I don't care. But yes, Britain is being affected by the fuel crisis as well, so everything's really high in price here. The advice I was told to give: in Britain, if you want to call 911 because you want to call the police, you call 999. There's no 911 number over here. Another phrase is going arse over tit, or arse over elbow. Slightly vulgar, but it's another way of saying going head over heels, you know, tripping up. Oh, he's gone arse over tit. Oh dear. What else? Pissed. If you're pissed in America, you're annoyed. In Britain, you'd say you were pissed off. If you were pissed in Britain, you'd be drunk. Let's see now. Localities. I was told to speak for different parts of the UK, but I'm from Bolton, near Manchester, in the north. I can't speak for other places, but there are other places, each have their own identity, everywhere. Birmingham, London, Sheffield, Blackpool, everywhere. They all have their own little quirks and their own little foibles. I'm only speaking for what I know, and I can't speak for the Scots or the Welsh either. If any of you guys want to make a video, please feel free, I'd love to see it. What else have we got here? Fancy dress. An American friend of mine told me he was confused by the idea of having to go to a fancy dress party because he didn't know what it meant. Fancy dress in the UK means a costume party. And someone was confused about our educational levels. In the UK, I know in America you have like elementary school and stuff. In the UK, you start off in primary school, you then move up to junior school, then to high school or grammar school, then to college if you pass your GCSEs. By the way, GCSEs is just the exams you do at the end of high school in order to get into college. At the end of college, you'll usually do A-levels, because GCSEs used to be known as O-levels, but A-levels at the end of college, and then you move on to university. As for SATs, we do what we call the SATs in before GCSEs, a few years before that, but it's not the same as what Americans call SATs, I don't believe. So in the UK, you'd start off at primary school, junior school, high school, college, university, and probably McDonald's afterwards because of the lack of jobs over here. But as I've said, I've just hit over the 10-minute mark now, so let's see if YouTube allow it. Feel free to get in touch, give me any questions, and I will answer them. Over the next week, I'm going to be in a musical called Sweet Charity, which is good fun. In it, I'm playing a guy called Herman, who is a New Yorker. So I'm doing a guy that sounds like this. He owns the Fandango Ballroom in New York City. He's not a very nice guy. He smokes a cigar. He's a bit of an asshole, and he's just generally all around a bit of a huffer. He's not a nice guy. But it's a real contrast from me doing these sorts of videos to going sounding like this, you know? Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this little video. Let's try and cut it short, see if YouTube allow me to put it on. Feel free to leave any comments. No US versus UK ones, you know. Give me all your questions and I will make another video. Goodbye, cheerio, tally-ho, tip-tip, lickety-split, tickety-boo. Bye!